Assalamualaikum and good evening. You're now with me, Yusuf Shukri, for TVS Nightline, and here are the headlines for tonight. Premier announces ASSAR's dividend of 6 cents per unit for the financial year ending June 30th. And with this distribution, over 57,000 investors are expected to receive direct benefits from the strong performance of the fund after the restructuring process. More on that coming up. Plus, Malaysia will resume negotiations with the US to reduce tariff rates imposed to Malaysia before it comes into effect on August 1st. Tengku Datuk Seri Zafrul Abdul Aziz said priority will be on establishing a win-win situation or truce between countries while ensuring long-term partnerships. And over on world news, the Indonesian government will only export refined or processed copper to the US. This will be limited to copper products that have undergone downstream processing, such as pipes, roofing materials, and components for electronics devices and vehicles. Our top story, Amanah Saham Sarawak ASSAR has announced a dividend distribution of 6 cents per unit for the financial year ending June 30th, 2025, involving a total distribution amount of 28.76 million ringgit. Premier of Sarawak, Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tunopeng, said that this includes an interim dividend of 3 cents per unit and a final dividend of 3 cents per unit. And with this distribution, over 50,000 investors are expected to receive direct benefits from the strong performance of the fund after the restructuring process.
Saya percaya ini adalah satu berita yang menggembirakan bagi para pelabur sedia ada ASSAR dan berharap ianya dapat mencetus serta menggalakkan lagi semangat dan minat melabur di kalangan masyarakat Bumi Putra.
He further added that the previous restructuring effort has shown positive results, with ASSAR successfully distributing dividends 3 times in a row over 6 months, beginning on January 2024.
Alhamdulillah, usaha tersebut telah membuahkan hasil dan ASSAR telah berjaya mengagihkan dividen sebanyak 3 kali berturut-turut setiap 6 bulan. Bermula Januari 2024. Secara kumulatif, jumlah agihan dividen pasca pengstrukturan semula mencecah 42.33 juta ringgit.
Moreover, despite the global market uncertainties, including trade tensions and geopolitical issues, ASSAR's net asset value (NAV) remains stable with a marginal decrease of only 0.44% to RM1.12 per unit as of June 30th, 2025.
Nilai aset bersih ASSAR pada paras RM1.12 seunit pada 30 Jun 2025, iaitu 1.12 seunit, mencatatkan penurunan marginal sebanyak 0.44% tahun ke tahun, year on year. Prestasi ini amatlah membanggakan memandangkan indeks FBM KLCI bagi tempoh yang sama mencatatkan penurunan lebih ketara sebanyak 3.6%.
Sarawak has reached another milestone as it is set to lead Asia's production of the semiconductor-grade polysilicon, automatically positioning Malaysia as the 5th in the world to be able to produce this critical material with the establishment of the high-tech plant by OCI Tokuyama Semiconductor Materials Sdn Bhd or OTSM, located in the Samalaju Industrial Park, Bintulu. Premier Sarawak Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tonopeng said this strategic investment proved that Sarawak's political stability, strong infrastructure and progressive policies are essential to gain the trust of foreign investors.
It further affirmed Sarawak's position as a trusted and strategic destination for a sustainable high-tech investment in the region. Semiconductor is a very fast-growing industry. It is based on the latest technology and also the material value chain in producing the product that is needed in semiconductor industry.
Apart from becoming a major player in the semiconductor industry, this investment, Abang Johari said, will strengthen the state's position as a high-tech production hub for the region. At the same time, Sarawak is set to strengthen its position in the global semiconductor industry with the construction of a semiconductor-grade polysilicon manufacturing plant under OCI Tokuyama Semiconductor Materials Sdn Bhd or OTSM, expected to commence operations by 2029. The 2 billion ringgit plant will be built on a 13.7-hectare site at the Samalaju Industrial Park, Bintulu, with a production capacity of 8,000 metric tons per year, exported to key technology markets such as Korea, Japan and Taiwan. OCI Holdings Chairman Woo Hyun Lee stated that mechanical works are expected to be completed in the first quarter of 2027.
Today, our collaboration with the Tokuyama reaffirmed Sarawak's position in the heart of Asia, where strategic location, policy clarity, and sustainable energy convergence.
Elaborating further, Wu said this partnership is significant as it brings together two key industry players from South Korea and Japan in a project outside of their countries.
Semiconductor-grade polysilicon is a critical material for everything from smartphone to electric vehicle and artificial intelligence. Our investments are a testament to Sarawak's leadership, stability, and the future, especially under PCDS 2030 to become developed state by the end of this decade.
Malaysia has resumed its negotiations with the US to reduce the tariff rates imposed to Malaysia before it comes into effect on August 1st. Minister of Investment, Trade and Industry Tengku Datuk Seri Zafrul Abdul Aziz said priority will be on establishing a win-win truce between the two countries while ensuring long-term partnerships.
Berhubungan setakat ini, seperti saya kata tadi, kita kena realistik. Ya. Ada isu-isu yang kita tidak boleh berkompromi. Isu-isu mengenai kedaulatan negara, isu-isu mengenai industri kita, terutamanya industri strategik kita, itu kita tak boleh kompromi. Dan saya rasa kalau kita lihat juga apa-apa yang kita bersetujui dengan Amerika Syarikat, kita juga mesti bersetuju untuk memberi layanan yang sama kepada semua negara lain, termasuklah negara-negara ASEAN, negara-negara Eropah, China dan sebagainya. Jadi kita kena lihat semua dari segi berbagai aspek.
Commenting on the revised 19% new tariff rate imposed to Indonesia by the US, Zafrul said he has yet to receive further details and will make a statement once the Indonesian authority has made their official statement. On Wednesday, Donald Trump announced that any imports from Indonesia are subjected to a 19% tariff, much lower than the 32% announced prior. Now, a total of 156 health clinics have been equipped with a cloud-based content management system, or CCMS, with a 70% of patients being treated in less than 30 minutes. On a Facebook post today, Health Minister Datuk Seri Dr. Zulkifli Ahmad said the achievement was part of the artificial intelligence AI-based digital reforms that his ministry is currently implementing. He said that under the reform, Phase 1 of the Electronic Medical Record EMR system had also been completed, involving 5 million prescriptions, 20 million vaccination records, and 1 million dental records. He added that MySejahtera has now been developed into a preventive health gateway and a national digital gateway. Zulkifli reiterated that precision public health is no longer a concept of the future. Instead, it is being implemented in Malaysia and will become a pillar for a more sustainable, equitable and competitive health system. As the 2025 ASEAN chair, Malaysia is committed to driving regional cooperation in health data governance, ethical use of AI and cross-border digital capacity building. Earlier today, Zulkifli officiated the Precision Public Health Asia 2025 conference, which brought together over 500 delegates from across the region, 8 technology exhibitors, and regional health leaders who shared the aspiration of building a data-driven, personalized, and people-centric health system. The Indonesian government will export only refined or processed copper to the US, and this will be limited to copper products that have undergone downstream processing, such as pipes, roofing materials, and components for electronic devices and vehicles. This was stated by the Director of Mineral and Coal Downstreaming, Rizwan Aryadi Ramdan, who said this was in response to the US President Donald Trump's recent remarks praising Indonesia's high-quality copper. Currently, he said, both Indonesia and the US are in the midst of setting up policies that support downstream processing. He emphasized that the government has banned the export of copper concentrates and is encouraging the development of domestic processing facilities. Now, in response to this, at a leather boot shop in Bandung, Indonesia, workers handle an order from Texas, but owner Etnawati Melani said she fears such business will dwindle when Donald Trump's tariffs hit exports. The United States is Indonesia's biggest market for footwear export, and though the 19% is much lower than the initial 32% Trump threatened in April, fear still lingers, and entrepreneurs such as Etnawati herself will consider shifting their focus to other markets.
Itu kan sambil hitung-hitungan ya, apakah ini nilai ekonomisnya memungkinkan untuk dilakukan ekspor ke Amerika atau tidak. Tapi kita juga kan tidak bisa depending kepada US doang, karena market di dunia ini masih banyak. Kita masih bisa geser, aku bisa masuk ke Jepang, aku bisa masuk ke Eropa dan negara-negara Timur Tengah. Cuman mungkin PR-nya adalah diversifikasi produk. Untuk apa? Untuk kita bisa tetap survival.
In return for a lower tariff, Indonesia pledged billions to increase energy, agriculture, and merchandise imports from the United States, and Trump said Jakarta had pledged to buy 50 Boeing jets. It remains unclear when the new tariff rate Trump announced will come into effect, and a reaction from Indonesian officials has been muted, while President Prabowo Subianto travels home from a Europe visit. Our final item for tonight, Sarawak continues to make strides as a leader in regional clean energy by focusing on collaboration, innovation and inclusive energy transition. And this can be seen through the organization of the International Energy Week, IEW 2025, which underlines the theme From Sarawak to the World, Journey to Clean Energy Leadership, reflecting Sarawak's commitment to a low-carbon future and its role in the global energy transition.
We examine how Sarawak is leveraging its unique strengths, natural resources, progressive policies, and strategic location to support the ASEAN power grid and expand regional collaboration.
He made this statement in his closing remarks at the International Energy Week IEW Summit 2025 on Wednesday. The event also served as a platform to strengthen Sarawak's position as the ASEAN Clean Energy Hub and to expand regional collaboration through the ASEAN Power Grid.
This is not just a technological journey, it is a human one. The energy transition will be powered by skilled workers, educators, entrepreneurs, and innovators. And we must continue investing in our people so that all can contribute meaningfully to this evolving landscape.
That's all the time we have for tonight's TVS Nightline. I'm Yusuf Shukri. Thank you for watching. Good night.